Rightio. We're on. Quite right, guys. Very pro setup we've got here. Welcome to Life Couch, Olivia.
Hello, thank you.
This is a privilege to be here. So yeah, look, Life Couch is just a series. I think we're up to episode 9. I've just been talking to people about life and success, and just sharing insights to stuff you're doing.
Yep.
So tell me, who are you? Who are you really?
I'm just your average person. 24. Went to school.
Went to school. That's good.
Just work now, training, sports, social. Yeah.
Okay, so where are you working?
I'm working at the Australian Taxation Office.
Okay, interview over. Okay, ATO, what are you doing there? You just
I'm an executive assistant. So
we've got a 10-minute couch. That's the rules. Okay, so I'm going to start this and obviously share some insights. Go. All right. So obviously, working is not what life's all about. You've been travelling around the world. You've done a little bit of travel the last couple of years, haven't you?
Yeah.
So what's you took a year off for what, gap year?
Yeah.
And where'd you go?
So I worked for the first 9 months of my gap year, and then I went on a 3-month holiday around Europe to America, Mexico, and then back to Europe again. And it was just the best experience I've had.
So three months off for a gap year. So you recommend taking a gap year?
I highly recommend it. I think that it should be enforced in all kids.
Enforced.
I think it should be very enforced because you're born into the world and then you're forced to go to school, and it's a structure, and society tells you that you have to go to school up until you're 18. You hit 18 and then you get to start to make your own decisions. So you can either take a gap year or you can go straight into university.
Sure.
So if you go straight into university, you're still going into that structure of school. You're studying, it's a little bit different. Whereas if you took a gap year, you're working, you're earning the hard money, and then you go travelling. And travelling just opens you up to a completely different person.
Sure.
You're outside your bubble, you're outside your comfort zone. You can move out of home, but you've still got home there. Whereas you go overseas, you jump on a plane, you're in a completely different country. You land there and you have to navigate around a whole new city with people that probably don't speak your language, with people that don't understand how we are as Australians. You know, our culture is so different as well, to how they behave, to how even to the way they speak. We've got different languages.
Where'd you go first?
We landed in London, and then we went on a 14-day Kentucky tour. That took us to Paris, Germany, Italy.
So what is a Kentucky tour?
It's an organised
Kentucky tour.
It's an organised tour where it takes you around different locations with about 50 other people, and you've got a tour guide up the front telling you all about the cities.
Right, on a big bus?
On a big bus.
Right, can you get off the bus? At times? At times, You want to get off the bus at times?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so where'd you go on the Kentucky tour?
That's a bit long ago.
Back in...
And it was,
Well, when was that? A couple of years ago?
It was in 2010, so it was 6 years ago.
Okay.
And I've travelled every year since then.
Yeah.
So...
What can you remember? Where have you just been? You've just been to Canada, haven't you?
To America.
To America.
America, I did three different states. So we did Arizona for a family wedding because I've got family there. We went to Texas and we did a bit of a road trip, and then we hit up New York for a few days.
Okay, what did you see?
Just a lot of different things.
Yeah.
We went to an NFL game. That was an amazing experience. American sport and American culture around sport is completely different to Australian. In Australia, it's more about the betting and who's going to win, and you're not devoted to one team your whole life, really. If you move cities, you move with that team, sort of thing. Whereas in America, you're born in that state. You're going to be a fan for life.
I think Cronulla Sharks are probably different. I think that question your integrity on that one. But okay, so who'd you go and see this game?
The Dallas Cowboys versus the Chicago Bears, which they apparently have a bit of a rivalry. So it was a packed, sold-out stadium. So 60,000 plus people all cheering.
Did you eat a hot dog?
Didn't eat a hot dog, ate nachos. Ate some
Right.
nachos, yeah.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
nachos.
Big nachos,
Right,
yeah.
so everything big over there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is out proportion.
Right.
Yeah.
So in Arizona, what's in Arizona? It's desert cactus, isn't it?
It's pretty much that's it.
Did you see any cactus?
No, saw sunflowers and llamas.
Sunflowers and llamas.
Yeah, yeah.
Did they spit?
No, well, not that I saw.
If anyone that wants to go overseas, do you have some lessons, some tips, some do's and don'ts?
Big tips. It's a big goal and it's a massive commitment. You've got to sacrifice so much for it. You've got to budget. You've got to save. You've got to prioritize your life. What's important to you, buying here now as opposed to in a year's time. You know, I put off buying a car so that I could spend that on a plane ticket.
Yeah.
I've put off buying a house so that I could just travel the world.
Yeah,
So
that's probably a good choice, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of people are so busy saving money or investing in debt
Yeah.
that they, put life passes them by and then realise that they can't
Yeah.
go to where they want to be. So,
Yeah.
So where's next for Ollie? You're back in Australia now, so what are your goals?
Goals at this stage is probably more travel, but also more along the lines of what everyone else is doing, so to speak, of saving for a house and working towards that goal next. That won't stop me from travelling, that's for sure.
Okay, you got a destination?
Probably South America's next.
South America?
Yeah, I would love to backpack through South America for about 3 months. And
Okay, anything you want to see there?
I was really keen to go this year to see the Olympics, but
What
that got
happened?
put off. I ended up going to Europe last year and
So,
America this
run
year,
out of
and
coin.
yeah, it's all about the money.
Yeah, what about your fitness? Did you train overseas, or did it all sort of just turn into Oktoberfest?
That was a massive sacrifice as well.
Oktoberfest?
Yeah, when I got the opportunity to go overseas, I felt as though I was in the prime of my training, and I was kicking goals, and to put that all on hold and then to go overseas for 7 months and to come back and pretty much start at the beginning was very tough.
Yeah.
So that was a really, really hard sacrifice for myself.
Did you learn anything there? Like, I remember you were training really hard.
Yeah,
Got your PBs right up there, and then obviously you took off
yeah.
to Oktoberfest.
4 weeks at Oktoberfest will do that to you.
4 weeks at Oktoberfest.
Where the only lifting I did was Steins.
Yeah. So obviously, things go a bit soft, and
Yep.
you start to lose your strength, don't you? So
You lose your motivation while you're there. It's the environment that you're around as well. So
drunk people.
drunk people, yeah, constantly being on the move as well. You're never really settled in one place. So I found it hard to get into that routine, and I found it hard to push myself to want to go to the gym
Yeah. Well, I think that's one of the big things I always preach, is that it's got to be a part of who you are.
Yeah.
When I go overseas, I always try to work out where the gyms are.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to sweat it out, but it's just a matter of being able to go somewhere and do what you need to do and maintain a level of sanity,
Yeah.
I think.
It's also
And that's
making
just-
choices of going for a walk instead of getting a taxi, or taking the stairs instead of taking the elevator.
Yeah, you've just got to prioritise yourself. You're important. So I think a lot of people go overseas and put on about 10 kilos
Yep.
in the
Holiday
first
weight.
week. Yeah. So it's just because they think, well, the gym's what I do at home, it's not what I do overseas. But yeah, that's one of the biggest lessons for me, is I've always made sure I knew where the gym was.
Yeah.
Life Catch is about having or sharing a major moment of success or a lesson of some sort. Do you have something that you'd like to share? Could be around travel, could be just something that you've learnt age 24.
I think it's definitely around travel. I'm a pretty confident, outgoing person in general. I always have been, but even moving overseas and being pushing myself out of my own comfort zone that I didn't know was there. So it was difficult at times, and I had the lowest of lows, but I also had the highest of highs. So it's a great way to grow yourself. It's who you find out who you are, who you want to be, what you want to do, the type of people that you want to be surrounded by as well. You travel and you meet like-minded people and you just want to be around them all the time, whereas you come back here and you're surrounded by other people who don't share the same goals as you or who don't share the same mind as you, and it's challenging at times, but it also grows you as well.
Yeah, so surrounding yourself with the right community is pretty important.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it.
The daily buzzer.
Yeah. Look, 10 minutes. Look, that sounds good. I'm going to be putting up some pictures of your entire
My
journey.
favourite view in Canada, Sulphur Mountain.
And 3, 2, 1, here it is. And what were the 5 best things that you saw overseas?
A basketball game at Madison Square Garden.
Who'd you see there?
The New York Knicks versus the Brooklyn Nets.
Cool.
It was very cool. Sulphur Mountain in Canada, it was a horrendous hike, but it was totally worth the views. Again, in Canada, we went on a 2-hour canoeing trip, and it was just stunning views. You were surrounded by nature. Oktoberfest.
4 weeks of drunk fest.
4 weeks of beer and
antics.
just it's a whole different atmosphere in there. And running off the bulls in Spain, it was a lot of people are against it, and a lot of people have very
So did you
high
run?
views. No, it's not traditional for a woman to run.
Sexist.
Yeah, a little bit, but a lot of women do. They do get booed a lot of the time when they get into the stadium. But that whole festival, running off the bulls, I was privileged enough to be there for the opening ceremony, watch other people run, watch it from start to finish, and
Did you see anyone get hit or
I did.
run over?
Yeah, I've got a video.
You got a video?
I've got a video of a guy getting flipped in the arena by a bull.
Awesome.
So
Not awesome.
not awesome.
No.
The bull got revenge. So yeah.
Thanks for coming on the couch.
Thank you.
Spending 10 minutes with me. And after you get back from your next trip, I want to know more.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Cool.